could just piss in it. Well, hey guys, welcome to episode 31 of Break Time. So this is our first post 30 episode. Obviously, that's why it's 31. And the other thing that is a number and then one is Eman.
Holy shit.
I'll
be right back.
Yeah.
My ball.
That felt like a really weird intro, if that's our intro.
That's it now. We're in deep, baby.
That's it. So, I'm Alex.
I am Eman.
Yeah, guys, and again, thank you for tuning into this episode of Break Time. But like I said, there's another person here at the table, or another thing happening where it's a number followed by one, and that is Eman, because this past weekend, Eman turned 21. Right, Eman?
Woo! Yes, sir, I did.
Eman turned 21. Now he is of the drinking age. This looks like a podcast where, like I wonder how many people...
We critique, like, alcohol or some shit.
Well, no, I wonder how many people are going to, like, see this podcast, and it's called Break Time, and we advertise it as an after-work podcast.
Right.
And they're going to see this.
Yep.
Like this is people, what they think break time is. Like,
yeah.
After work, we just get drunk and complain about our life. No.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, though.
Wouldn't be a bad... man, my ice already melted.
For our liver, I know, right?
So, So Eman did turn 21, like I said, and we talked about it a little bit, and this is going to be the podcast. Me and Eman are going to drink a little bit, have some chill conversations like we normally do, but man, under the legal influence of de-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, the legal influence, man. I like that shit.
Yeah.
Boy, with that motherfucker Cardi B just now, we were buying this shit. I said, hell yeah, bitch, card me. Card me.
Like when you turn 21, I mean, for me personally, I wasn't drinking before I was 21. But like when I turned 21 and I was like going to bars or just going anywhere and I ordered a drink, the beard makes me seem like I'm older than I am.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times they would just bring me a drink and they wouldn't ask me for my alcohol. And I'm like, man, these motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
Don't want to see my goddamn ID.
Yeah.
They're always going to ask you
because
you're baby face.
Look at me. Pretty boy float over here, man.
Yeah. You look like you're 17.
If I was in your shoes and they didn't card me on my 21st and I hadn't been drinking prior, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, damn, all those nights I could have brought bottles to house parties and been the man and shit, and all those nights I could have just got drunk and just...
Yeah, right?
Could have been doing that shit.
I like how this was working a little bit before it started, and now it just looks like a hernia.
No, what the fuck? It's gonna...
Yeah. So,
cool
like we were mentioning, to celebrate this first post-21 podcast episode for Eman, we're going to do a little bit of drinking, do a little bit of... enjoying stuff. We're going to toast to that and then not drink that, so we're going to take the shot first.
Yeah, so
Eman, what are we drinking?
We are drinking E&J, man. E&J is a type of brandy. I got the vanilla flavor, of course. I like to keep it sweet, man. Gotta keep it sweet. If it's not E&J, I'm getting Crown Royal. Gotta be vanilla flavored. Or Royale.
Like herbs. I mean herbs. Damn it!
Bitch. We'll look it up right now. It's herbs.
Whatever.
You know I live this fucking life, man.
Anyway, me and Eman are going to take this shot right now. So you ready, Eman?
Yeah, let's get it, bro.
Alrighty. To the first podcast.
Boom, tap the table.
Post 21.
Baby, let's get it.
That was nice and smooth.
That was a hefty-ass shot.
Huh?
That was a hefty-ass shot,
yeah, bro,
dude.
That wasn't a shot. That was a fucking gulp.
That was a gulp.
We're
getting toasty tonight, baby. Jazz figures to that shit, homie.
Yep. Anyway, bro.
What's up, man?
No, I was acting like I was drunk.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was going on with it.
So, here, take that. Speaking of, so we're going to talk about a few things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably hit on the Aziz Ansari thing, some of the other stuff that's going on.
Of course, man.
But, I'm going to kind of, man, this break time is breaking all the rules right now. Because
it's the 21st special, man. I mean,
yeah. So instead of me asking him on about how his week was, because we went out to eat before this, so we kind of caught up a little bit.
Got to know a lot of shit.
But I wanted to ask Eman about his, because you did want to talk more about your party.
Yeah.
So Eman, for those of you who don't know, if you didn't listen to last week's podcast, Eman had a big 21st birthday party here at his home, and there were a bunch of people showed up. A whole lot of people showed up. I'll let Eman get into it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about everything. But it was great. It was really fun. Not usually my scene, but I had fun hanging out there with some folks.
So glad you showed up, man.
But one of the things I did want to mention real quick before you got into your story.
Go for it, man.
Is there was man, I don't know if they're going to hear this or whatever. There was someone there.
Yeah.
Who, like, I felt was being very.
Is it good or bad?
It's bad.
Okay.
Like there was somebody there that I felt like was very obnoxiously, like, trying too hard to be a part of the party or trying too hard to be a part of the drunk party. Like there was a point where this person was like drinking with their beer and like, oh, like they said something along the lines of like, hey, let's all come like dance with our beers or some shit. Like it was like she was trying.
I'm trying to think who it could be.
Yeah, like at least that's how I felt, and I was so annoyed by it.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say how old this person was.
Got to be younger though, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say how old this person was.
Okay.
Because we're recorded, but she was obviously of age. But remember, there was a sister there of one of your friends, and it was that sister of one of your friends.
Yeah.
His sister, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like
his?
Yeah, Donkey.
Donkey?
Yeah! At least that's how I felt. You might know them differently, and maybe that just wasn't the case.
Nah,
that's
fuck
how
it, man.
I felt.
Yeah, I mean, she was getting loose. It's all good, bro. It was a good time,
guess
man. The
the
first shit of him, it would be negative.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Nah, fuck that. Put your hands up, man.
I was just annoyed because like here, we'll get into it because it's a great story, and if y'all weren't there or if y'all want to recap or see it from like our perspective and my perspective, it was pretty funny and I loved the whole thing. But yeah, everything that we're about to say as far as people's age and what happened with the party is completely satire.
All satire.
All satire. Didn't really happen
at all. In fact, we just kind of fucking stayed in and read.
Yeah, really. It was a Bible study class.
In.
Just in case, should anyone ever listen to this or use it to try to press charges? It's all satire.
Satire.
None of this actually happened. So in the satirical world of Eman's party, Eman, walk me through the process of the party, putting it together, what you expected, and all that. And then I'll kind of stop you at a point, just kind of tell you what I saw, and then I'll let you continue.
The party in general was so fucking life-altering. From the planning, to the creating of the dope-ass flyers, to the actual execution, to the aftermath. Mm-hmm. Everything was fucking beautiful the way it planned out. Everything planned out according to plan. It was so perfect. So, let's take it back to January 1st, 2000. I'm sorry, December 31st. The last day of the fucking year. Okay?
December 31st.
December 31st, 2017. We're going to a New Year's party that my aunt...
back into last year.
Yeah, we're taking it way back. We're getting cosmic bitches. Time travel.
Back to the year.
All right, I gotta get the hell up.
2017.
So, we go to my aunt's house, and prior to that, I was not in favor of having a party for my 21st because a lot of anxiety goes into throwing a party like that, man. I was really nervous. I said, nah, not really my thing, man. Let me just take it easy, man. Just hang out with some friends.
Okay.
That night, we're going to a party, and it's fucking New Year's.
God, that thing
I got my family. It's all good. Got my family, and there's a fucking glow in the air. You know how it is, man.
Yeah.
For those of you who go to house parties, you know when it's time to party and everyone's going out and the whole city's pumping up. Friday night, the feeling's right. We all looking dynamite.
Yes.
Yes. There's a glow in the air. It's a beautiful feeling, man.
Yeah.
And then on the way to the party, I said, fuck it. I made the decision. I said, I'm doing this. And I'm doing it fucking big. I want to create this I want to create this feeling for everybody I know and love. Mm-hmm. And that's what I did, man. So flash forward. I make the flyers. Those dope-ass fucking Don Corleone flyers. It goes out. It's the day of.
I remember you showed me those flyers, and I was like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. I think I'm going to make that our thumbnail.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'll make the flyer the thumbnail.
So the dope-ass flyers and all that. And then, it's the night of the party, the day of the party. I have to work. 10 to 6. Boy, that sucked ass. So I get off. I got to go pick up my cigars. I got to get my bottle.
Oh, yeah?
Got to pick up sand for the fire pit in the back. And got to make sure everything is set. The two guys that helped me throw it, Isaac and Palma, shout out to you motherfuckers, big time. They came over a little early. They came over a little early to help me out and shit. Got everything set up, bro. Put the light bulbs in the replaced them. Put red light bulbs. Did you use
any of these light bulbs downstairs? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I bought a whole bunch more too. Sorry.
Iman's like, it was just beautiful.
No, so it's good. All my friends are coming over. We're pre-gaming. My boy Johan is the first to show up.
You told me he was gonna be the first to show up too.
I did.
Yeah, I feel like you did.
I probably did. I fucking knew he'd be the first one to show up.
I definitely remember you saying something like, I don't know if it was on the podcast or off the podcast, but I for sure definitely remember you going, bro, I fucking know Johan's gonna show up first. That motherfucker's always early. He's gonna be like the first one there.
No way.
I believe you said something along the lines of like the party would start at like 8 or something, and Johan's the guy who's like at 6:30.
Like yo, man, he was sitting at Taco Bell waiting for me to say come over.
That's what he was telling me too. He was telling me that, and I was like, God damn.
Johan's the fucking man. First to come, last to leave, man. But goddamn. So the party's getting started. Everything is good. There's a certain glow in the air, man. I was like, I fucking did it. I made that feeling for everybody. It was so nice seeing you kicking it with like Ethan and Cody and guys that I've come up with that you guys are not necessarily all friends with. Yeah. But you guys were all kicking it together. It was a fucking beautiful experience. Yeah. I cried like twice that night, man. So anyway, it's coming over. So let's take it back. So we're throwing the party. My boy Palma is a part of a party promotion group. He's a fucking party animal. He throws UTSA parties. And he's a part of a promotion group. Pretty much they have a lot of followers. They get party flyers and they just post them. Spread them everywhere, right? Shit spreads like wildfire. Of course, with our dope-ass flyer.
And in case people don't know what UTSA is, just so they understand like how big that is, UTSA is the United Transsexuality Agenda Group.
Shut the fuck up.
And he throws parties for them.
It's the University of Texas at San Antonio. Big-time university here, man. And so we put the flyer up because my thing is, man, I just want numbers there. I just want people there to have a good time. Didn't realize the shady fucks that would show up, but we'll get to that later. And so I'm talking to Isaac and Palma, and Isaac goes, "Fuck, man." And then no, Palma goes, "Fuck, man." And I'm like, "What's wrong?"
Which one?
What do you mean?
No, which man we gonna fuck?
Come on, man. Let me get this fucking story out.
Sorry, man. Hey, I'm a shot in, man. No,
hold on, man. Hold up. I'm so scatterbrained right now. And so
you took one shot, and you're like, I can't even fucking remember.
I'm like this all the time. I'm like, so man, what the fuck? What's wrong? He goes, dude, there might be a train coming. I don't know, man. They heard the party's dope. It's gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna happen. But we got this shit. My boys are coming to police the party, so we'll be straight. I was like, fine, fuck it. If it comes and it ever gets out of control, all I want to do is just enforce the rule of no smoking inside the house. Nobody goes upstairs, cause whatever. And so, party's going on. So Isaac and Palma are outside, and they're policing the front door, monitoring who comes in and out. At this point, we're about 30 people deep. All my good friends, though, and there are more showing up.
Yeah.
30 folks deep. I go outside occasionally to check on Isaac and Palma, see how it's going. And this is usually how the conversation went. So you're let's say you're Isaac, okay?
Yeah.
I go outside. Hey, how you doing, man? When are you gonna come in, bro? Everything looking good out here?
Hey, yeah, man. I'll just give me like 10 minutes. I'm just checking things out.
Awesome, man. I love you. I love you for this, man. I appreciate it, man. I'll be inside, man. Come on, let's get some drinks, dude.
Hey, man, that Alex guy, handsome motherfucker, man.
Definitely, man. I told you. Hey,
yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I'll be inside, man. I'll see you in 5.
All right, sounds good.
Hell yeah. That's the exchange every time I go outside.
Exactly.
Good vibes.
Verbatim.
Good vibes. Except for this one time, around midnight, 12 a.m. 12 a.m.
Yeah, it'd be 12 a.m.
Go outside. Hey, what's going on? Nothing. They won't even fucking turn around and face me. Their backs are to me, and they're just staring down the street. At this point, I'm tipsy. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on, man? What's going on? Still dancing and shit. Got my bottles, my cigar lit and shit. Feeling good. Shirt halfway down my chest. Feeling good. But they are not giving me the same energy.
Yeah.
Instead, their focus is directed down my fucking street. Okay? Yeah. So at this point, more folks showed up. So we're about 40 people deep. Again, all good friends. So I see them. They're pointing down the street. They're not saying anything, but the look in their eye is, what the fuck? I'm like, what's going on? I can't see around the wall on my porch. So I walk up a little further, and Alex's like, dude, look. Points down the fucking street. I told Alex this. I kid you motherfuckers not.
It sounds like a part of, like, World War Z. Look.
That's how it felt, bro. That's how it fucking felt.
Just all these...
I look down my street. There's a convoy of at least, my friend, 20 fucking cars pulling up, lit up like the 4th of fucking July, bumping music that the whole neighborhood can hear. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Motherfuckers in the 2 SUVs in the front. Bitches hanging out the window with bottles and shit, with cups of lean and shit. I know they were drinking lean. Is this the party? Where do we park? We're like, fuck, just park on the main road. You'll be straight. And so I'm like, fuck. And then Palma, he keeps looking. And I'm like, what the fuck? I look down. Again, I kid you the fuck not. A convoy, because they're parking on the main road. So these are the cars that are just getting there that are passing by us. People are already parked on the main road. So kids are already coming up. Look down the street, at least 150 to 200 motherfuckers coming up my street to my party. Motherfuckers I've never seen in my life. And so I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I get into my fucking Leonidas mode, my Spartan warrior mode. I surround my troops. I say, Isaac, Palma, we're gonna fucking lose control tonight, boys. It's all good. But all we gotta do is make sure that no one is smoking inside of the house and nobody goes upstairs. That's where all the shit is. Mm-hmm. If we can enforce that, the party's gonna throw itself. We have nothing to worry about. So they're like, okay, all right.
You're slapping me, you're like, listen to me. Listen to me.
That's how it felt. It was fucking so nerve-wracking.
You're like, hold it together.
Yeah.
Hold it together.
And so they're like, all right, we're good. So they're coming. I stay outside for a good 10 minutes. I'm helping enforce. All these motherfuckers are showing up. A few got some bad bitches pulling up too. I was like, God damn.
So real quick, can I interrupt you real quick?
You got it, bro.
So just like from my perspective, because obviously I'm not into the party perspective. Like as someone who was there, like separate from Eman actually dealing with it. I'd arrived there. I was chilling out with like Johan. Iman's friend Cody was there. But I was like, I was kind of walking around talking with some folks. I didn't know a lot of people, but I was talking. Well, there was people from high school that I was talking to, catching up with a little bit. So it's fine. Like Eman said, it's like 30, 40 people.
Yeah.
But like still enough room where you can walk around. Some people started dancing. Enough to where it's a good crowd going, but it's not too much at this point, right?
Yeah.
So kind of a little more than like I would say a kickback at this point.
Right.
So I was just kind
of like a kickback on steroids.
Yeah. So everyone's just kind of hanging out. It's not too crazy yet. The party hasn't started yet. And like I'm standing there and I'm like, okay, cool. I can see a group of people there. Some people here. Some people are dancing. Cool. 30 seconds later, the place was filled to the brim.
No lie. It took that long.
All of a sudden, I see Eman walking in, going like, "Hey guys, nobody doing this, nobody doing that," like just kind of yelling at people. And I was like, "What the fuck?" So I look over, and like a group of 20 people came in. I was like, "Okay, cool, more people," and like a gap, right? And then a group of 30 people came in, and then like a gap, right? And then a group of 40 people came in, and then a gap, and a group of 100 people came in. They just kept coming, and it was funny because at a point, like at first, people were walking in, and they would like kind of say hi to everybody real quick. They're like, "Oh, hey, I'm John, this and that. Hey, how you guys doing? Oh, hey guys, I'm Chris. How you doing?" It got so much to the point where people were just pushing themselves in, and nobody was even stopping to say hi to anybody. They're just like,
"Oh, it's so beautiful."
"Oh, hey,
it was
hey,
fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, let's just enforce those rules. All we can do at this point is have a good fucking time.
So essentially, it went from being able to walk around a little bit to like standing room only at a concert. All of a sudden,
But we were still having a good time. The energy was right because everybody was following the rules.
Yeah,
so we were straight. And so I come inside, and of course, my sister, who's naturally just freaks the fuck out for anything, she's stressing, but she's like trying to have a good time. But I'm like, Ebony, a lot of motherfuckers here, a lot more coming. If it gets too bad, we'll just have a bitch rated. But in the meantime, this is my shit. Just have a good time, all right? She's like, okay, whatever. And so I come inside, I'm talking to everybody.
The hell out.
I know.
I love
my
it.
thing was, I wanted to, because when you're at a party, it's different when you actually meet the owner of the house. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but if they see that I'm a big black guy, they're going to be less enticed to disrespect my shit. That's usually how it goes, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm coming around and I'm shaking my hands with everybody, dapping them up, man, trying to keep the energy going, and it's working. And it never stopped working. I walk away. I go outside to Palma. So like people are coming in, but my coworkers are still coming in because they were invited too. So I'm slapping hands with everybody
Ethan
I know.
was showing up at about that time, right?
Ethan
or was he before that?
He
had been there a while.
He was there when we were pre-gaming. And so I go outside to Josh and Palma, or Isaac and Palma, bloodshot eyes. They're like, what the fuck? I come outside, bro. I'm happy as fuck, honestly. I'm feeling good. The party's going okay. A lot of motherfuckers, but everything's going okay, dude. And so I'm like, holy shit, man, what the fuck? We did this shit, bro. We did this. And so right when
Eman's like, yeah, little flex. Hey, man, you gotta respect my house. Gets outside. God, we did it.
So everything is going good, man.
Little flex came in there.
That's little flex. So I'm having a good time. I go back inside. All of a sudden, when the motherfucking policia show up to a house party, you don't even know they're there, but the vibe just changes because somebody knows and word spreads.
Oh, it's real fast. It was kind of like it was like somebody said police, and all of a sudden it was like police.
Yeah.
And like it looked like a snake went like police.
Yeah, bro. That shit.
And all of a sudden everybody went like. So from my perspective, right?
Yeah, I want to hear your
To
perspective.
kind of skip back to my perspective. So essentially the police arrived, right?
Right.
So the police show up, right? So from my perspective, I'm hanging out. Is it okay if I tell a story about the dudes in the bathroom?
You got it, my friend.
Okay, cool. I just didn't know if you wanted to be disrespecting your house like that.
No.
So, anyway, so I'm there. I'm hanging out. All of a sudden, you know, we got like the standing room only in this place, and it's packed to the brim.
Motherfuckers still dancing, man. My dad pulled out his expensive ass, loud ass speakers.
Yeah, and I was
that shit
like,
was knocking. My whole house was lit up red.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Dude.
I was just like, shit. So like, and at one point, I got to take a piss, right? So I'm in line to like take a piss, and these girls like there's a girl in there, right? And then these other girls get in front of me. She looks like she has to go to the bathroom, right? And she's like, oh, are you waiting? I'm like, nah, whatever. Just go ahead and go real quick. You know, yeah. I can hold it. She goes in. I think she's just going to use the restroom. You know, either way, it probably would have taken as long. But she goes in and starts fucking doing up her makeup or fixing her makeup and shit.
Yeah.
For like 10 minutes. So then I walk away for a minute. And then as I come back, I'm like, oh, cool. Well, there are these other dudes who had just started going into the restroom. And I was like, oh, like, I was about to piss. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Did you got to go? And I'm like, dude, they're dudes. They're going to piss. They're going to be out. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, man. No, go ahead. Do your thing. I'll wait. And he's like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay, cool. And then they leave the door open, and they're just, like, two guys in the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, like, I'm not going to, like, look, but I just noticed that they're not, like, using anything. They're just looking in the, like, towards the mirror.
Yeah.
And I look at them, and they're just sitting there rolling joints.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I just gotta piss.
Yeah, man.
So then they leave. I start pissing, right? 3 different people.
Dead ass. Oh, my God.
Yeah, like, someone's in here. Sorry. Everyone's yelling.
My bad.
Music's loud.
Yeah.
So, like, 3 people. Someone's in here. Sorry. Someone's in here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Someone's in here. Fuck.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, and I finally get out, right? And, like, I pissed literally, like, 10 seconds.
Right.
Like, I shouldn't have let everyone else go in front of me. I should have stopped being nice. I should have just gone.
Yeah.
It would take me 10 seconds. So, but I pissed, right? I'm done. Don't wash my hands. That's what you do at a party.
Absolutely.
So, walk out.
Ain't got time for manners.
And, walk out, put my hand on the first girl's face I see. No, I'm kidding.
You savage.
No, but I walk out, I got another beer. I'm hanging out with like Cody or someone. And at this point, I heard someone go like, oh, the cops are here. And I can see like the sirens through the window right there. So I walk, or not the sirens, but the lights. So I start walking up and I just kind of ask him, I'm like, are the cops here? And he goes, yeah, man, I think, you know, they're just, I think if we just be quiet, we'll be straight. Don't worry about it. Be like Eman was really trying to just calm everybody down, including me. He's like, hey, don't worry about it. Just like, Eman's like going into like police mode, and he's kind of like telling everybody to shut down the music and kind of start being quiet. And I'm just standing there, right? And all of the, again, satire, all of the kids there that were, I'll just say younger, were like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, oh shit, the cops are here. What am I gonna do with the cops?
Yeah. Theoretically, we're making them sound in this theoretical story. We're making them sound like they're 16 and 15 and shit.
No.
They were like 20 and 19, but
no. These are older
not
people.
Legal.
But
like they're adults, but they're not of drinking age. They completely,
like all of them, and rightfully so, all went from like being adults to like, oh shit, the cops are here.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Fuck. Yeah, like the vibe totally changed. And I just remember standing there with Cody and Ethan, and we're just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
And we all immediately went, hey, we just showed up here. We only know Eman. And we all went, okay. Like,
yeah. Y'all are straight.
If something happens, we can just be like, oh, we just showed up. We're of age. We only know Eman. I don't know any of these other people that are here.
Yeah.
You know,
and you know what I fucking told him?
What?
Satire in this theoretical story.
So back to you. So, because I'll jump back in a minute, but.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
So I'm inside. I'm chilling, dude. I'm cooling. According to this is so now we're switching to fucking Isaac's perspective, dude. Now we're Isaac. Hey man, we're doing pretty good, man. Let's keep policing this bitch. You good, Palma? You good, Palma? Oh fuck. Let's just go inside, man. Back to Isaac. What's going on, man? We straight, Palma? Because he's been through this plenty of fucking times. Yeah. That's just what he does. She's like, come on, man. Let's just go inside.
Is Palma younger or older?
Palma, he's like 20.
Okay.
Not of age.
Satire.
In this theoretical story. Let's just go inside, man. Let's go inside, lock the door, tell everybody shut the fuck up. So we go inside, and Palma's looking for me. Palma and Isaac, they're looking for me. And they said they walked on me, bro. I had a bottle right here and my cigar in my mouth. I'm on the fucking dance floor just cutting a rug, bro. Palma comes up to me, hey, bro, cops are here. Right when he says that, motherfucking looked like a gay disco was going on outside, bro. Red, blue, fucking police lights on my fucking house, dude. Go outside, buku police SUVs, bored ass Bear County, lined up on my street, bro. I'm like, God damn, is this a party or a drug bust? Let's relax, my people. And so I go outside. And my sister's already talking to the...
because I went to like look what was going on. It was definitely overkill for what was going on.
They're tripping.
It could have been at the very, I would say at max.
Yeah.
2 cars, 4 cops, get out. You know what I mean? Like
that was it, dude.
Yeah.
That should have been.
But they were like, they were set up like they're about to fight Godzilla or some shit.
Dude, power hungry and bored. They're fucking before they were called out. All right, men, we must storm the beach for glory. Like, god damn, chill out, people. It's a little house party. So I walk outside.
Yeah. Somebody somewhere was getting stabbed, and
I know.
And they stayed outside your house for like almost an hour, just like chilling,
tripping, dude.
Go ahead.
And so they come up. He says, "Bro, cops are here." I say, "Cool, all right. I'm cool, calm, collected the whole night, no matter what the fuck went on." Right when he says that, I see the police out the lights outside of my window, and then the fucking party just shuts down. The lights turn off. The fucking music stops. People shut the fuck. It was dead. It was some weird shit. And then I go outside, and my sister, who's stressed the fuck out, she's like, "I'm gonna just call Dad." Poor thing, dude. Poor thing. But she ended up having a really good time.
Every time I saw your sister when I was there, she was like, "Oh my god," like she was like freaking out the entire time.
Man, because anything that's gonna go on me, it's my party. I talked to my dad about it. My dad, in this theoretical story, got a theoretical hotel for the night just so I could throw this party. And so, she's calling my dad. And she's trying to talk to the cops. I come outside and I say, fuck it. Hey, look, man, this is crazy. Thank you guys for showing up. We're just throwing a little get together. We're celebrating my 21st. I guess word got out on social media. You know how that goes. All these motherfuckers started pulling up. We just lost control. I don't know what to do.
You threw everyone under the bus.
Because I know no one's getting fucking arrested. And that's usually how it goes, man.
That's true.
And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, it happens. I'm sure
it's not like it happened immediately. We probably had... I'll be honest, like...
It was a good 45 minutes before
45 minutes of, like, jam-packed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Boy, it was a good time, man. Yeah. It was a good fucking time. And so... Oh, my God. And so I'm like, yeah, I just...
I'm getting horny.
I don't know at this point. So I don't know at this point. She's like, yeah, it's fine. It happens. But you seem like a nice kid. Like, you seem like a nice kid. Your sister seems like fine people. Let me just talk to your dad and let him know what's going on. Let him know we're here. And so she's talking to my dad. My fucking heart drops. I'm like, it's a wrap. She's gonna hand me the phone. My dad's gonna shoot me somehow through the fucking phone. A bullet's gonna travel
through the phone line
and shoot me. Yeah. It's gonna be like, okay, Dad, that's it. That's it.
I'll be more worried about his arm coming through and slapping the shit out. Oh, just punching you.
Right, that's it. And
it's so, like, yeah, Dad.
Yeah, that's what we good. But she talks to him and she's like, okay, so look, it was a party. Things got out of control. That's fine. It's just you guys will be responsible if anybody ODs, if there's any drunk driving accidents. If they say they were here tonight, it all falls on you. And this is a lot of motherfuckers to be held accountable for. Mm-hmm. And I said, Mom, I get that. So she's like, okay, so just kick everybody that you didn't invite out, and we're fine. And so that's the thing. This is back to your perspective. You probably just saw me come inside, shut the door. Everybody get the fuck out.
Yeah, so from my perspective, like, all this is happening. I didn't see any of that. So what happened is, like, the door is, at first, like, Eman is, like, as a party goer, Eman walks outside, right? Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody's trying to, like, get to the door, pass by, or ask someone what's going on and shit. And then, I think it was, like, Palma or somebody went, like, guys, everyone just shut the fuck up. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. So then
people are so fucking stupid.
So then everyone else went, like, hey, guys, be quiet. All right. Hey, be quiet. Hey, be quiet. Quiet.
Yeah.
Hey, quiet. Quiet. Who are you telling to be quiet? Be quiet. And it was like, it became more noise, yelling at people, telling them to be quiet. Remember at one point, like, Ethan went like, guys, y'all need to shut the fuck up. He did something. He did. Where, like, I can't remember if he said shut the fuck up, but, like, he essentially, like, in a dad voice went like, guys, y'all need to quiet down.
If you don't know Ethan, which most of you don't know Ethan is a Division I football player, 6'6", big-ass corn-fed white boy, not husky, 6'6", 240 pounds of pure fucking muscle. Pure athlete.
And woke as fuck.
He's an anomaly. And so when he was talking, motherfuckers, I assume, were listening. You know what I'm saying? And so...
Well, still, but then, like, people were arguing over, like, who was saying, you know...
Yeah, like, don't disrespect me. So then, I'm Big Flex.
Like, yo, little nickel, tell him who I am.
Oh, man, little Dookie Juice is crying. Man, little Dookie Juice crying.
The fuck, where was I? Oh, so the door was closed. Like, y'all kept trying to do the thing at first where y'all were, like, trying to close the door behind you so the cops wouldn't see how many fucking people were there.
Yeah.
And at one point, like, I guess, I don't know if the cops asked you to open the door or y'all just left it open, but the door was open when the cops were looking in. At one point.
What the fuck did they see, bro?
I don't know, dude. I just remember
I can only imagine.
I was standing by the stairs with Cody and Ethan. Ethan had just brought me in. Oh,
we straight.
Ethan had just brought me another drink. And we're sitting there drinking by the door, and that's when we're like, hey,
you motherfuckers are getting more drinks as we're being raided.
Well, he had just got
okay.
he let I was by the beer pong table,
yeah,
and he saw that I was almost out, and he goes, hey man, you want another drink? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, if you're gonna grab one, bring one, right?
Yeah.
So he comes back, hands me like when you say the cops are coming, that's when he's getting back, handing me my drink. So, but I'm like, I'm just gonna keep drinking. So me, him, and Cody are like we're not together, but like we're kind of in that same area, just drinking, and everyone else is freaking out. And we're like, okay. Like, we're just like just kind of chilling.
Absolutely.
And at one point I looked at Ethan and I guess his girlfriend, and I went, man, I can't believe the cops are doing this to us on Bible study night. Taking a stab at the people who weren't even there.
Yeah, right.
So, but
funny story, man.
What's up?
I got a friend. You all know motherfucking oh my god, this is gonna drive me crazy, bro.
Who?
No. He makes videos. Goes to Brennan. I know his fucking name.
What does he look like? Do I know him?
Yeah, you know him.
What does he look like? What was he in?
He didn't even show up, man. He couldn't.
No, but like, what was he in? Like in high school or whatever?
He played soccer a little bit. I think he did a little bit of cross country.
Mexican dude?
Mexican. Made videos.
Fuck.
I'm just tipsy, so I can't remember his name.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Josiah.
God damn. God.
Josiah. I just saw him at Walmart today, man. He's doing good, man. Good dude. This motherfucker had to park at the end of the subdivision.
I didn't even see Josiah
that
there.
way. He parked. He was walking up.
Saw the cops.
He had to make that long ass trek. Luckily, he's friends with my boy Josh next door. Josh didn't show up. But he was home next door with his brothers and some friends from church, of course. And so they walk up, and Josiah sees Josh, and he's like, "Dude, what the fuck? What's going on? Is this like World War III going down or some shit?" And Josh goes, "Nah, man, the party got raided next door. I mean, feel free to chill here. We're just inside roasting some weenies."
That's fucking amazing.
So the fucking people are fleeing the scene, dude. The party's getting shut down. I come inside. Everybody, if you're under 21, get the fuck out. No one's being honest. So it went from everybody, just get the fuck out. You gotta leave your shit though. We had motherfuckers who were dying.
Yeah, so just kind of come back to me real quick because I want Eman to get to that part. So Eman comes in, I guess, after they dealt with the cops. And like he said, I guess his part of the story was like, okay, anybody who I didn't invite, I'll get him out. Yeah. Eman walks in the house. Eman doesn't say that. He didn't go, hey, if I didn't invite you, get out. Or he didn't go like, if you don't know me personally, get out. He walks in and he goes, all right, guys, everyone get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Under 21, get the fuck out. Yeah. Like, that's all that happened.
Because I really thought the party was going to be over.
Yeah, so everyone is starting to leave, right? And at this point, the door is wide open. The cops are, like, looking in, kind of shining their flashlight in a little bit. And I remember the younger guys were like, hey, guys, put your bottles down. The cops are right there. And we're like, okay. Yeah. I was like, we're fine. And I just thought that was so funny. Like, we had constant, like, guys, oh, my God. And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So this one motherfucker, dude, I forget his name. I wish I got his name.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
So,
this kid was cracking me up.
Before you get there.
Go ahead.
But people were leaving.
Yeah.
And I guess some people had, like, brought backpacks with beer or alcohol in it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And there were several piles. One of them was right by your stairs of, I guess they just dumped out their backpacks. And it was just ice and alcohol just sitting there. Yeah. Just, like, on the stairs and by the door and all this shit. Like, people just went like, fuck it. And they left their stuff, right? Yeah. And then, like you said, like, the one dude, your guy.
One guy, man. He, young kid, man. Black kid. Cool as shit, man. Poor dude. He spent about $60 on bottles, man. He was just planning to get fucked up that night. It was him and his homeboy. They showed up with bottles.
He was like Ed from Good Burger.
I spoke with him a little bit. He did, right? I spoke with him a little bit. He was around it, but I spoke with him. Cool dude. And he fucking brought bottles. He added value to the environment he was going, right? And so I was like, look, man, I know you brought your shit, dog. Just leave it here. Give me your number. I will give you your fucking bottles. Come back for them, okay? But you got to go. Because if you get in trouble, it's gonna fall on me. All this shit's gonna fall on me. So please bounce. He wouldn't fucking listen. He's like, nah, man, I can't leave my shit. I can't even find my homeboy. I can't leave. And Ethan comes up. He's like, bro, you gotta fucking go, man. I'm sorry. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
So this kid walks up to the door and he's holding these 2 bottles.
He's
right?
like contemplating,
and
like
he's pacing. He's pacing in front, like right by the cops, like just inside the threshold of Eman's house, just pacing back and forth, like shit. Do I go? Do I run past him? Like what the hell do I do? And at one point, he went like fuck it, and he started walking towards the door, right?
Yeah.
And he turned around and he went, oh man, no.
Yeah.
Those boys are out there asking how old I am and shit. I can't go.
He was 20. He went like 10 or nothing. And so
we're making everybody sound like they're super young because I keep saying young.
So I didn't see
in
all
case
that.
anyone uses it. I don't want to.
In this theoretical story that never happened.
Story, yeah.
I mean, we talked about if this happened at our book club that night.
Yeah.
But so I go outside. I figure Ethan has this guy. I figure he's gonna fucking leave. He has some nice ass bottles. I'm like, I feel your pain, bro. I go outside, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna leave. Whatever. Come back inside. I'm talking to the cops. Everyone left pretty much at that point. Come back inside. Walking on the porch. Motherfuckers are just leaving their shit. I told my dad it was like the house party version of Chernobyl, where they had the Chernobyl meltdown. The radiation got spilled into the communities, and everyone had to drop their shit and leave. Like that's how it felt. And you go back today and you
was like there were bottles shit. Still in the air. No.
And you go back today to Chernobyl and you see shit like motherfuckers where how they had to leave in the middle of washing dishes or some shit. And the dishes are still there. I go outside and I come back. There's a bunch of 40-ounce malt liquors, not even open. That's why I got this one here. A bunch of them just chilling on my porch. Motherfuckers just dropped their shit and bounced. Go back inside. This motherfucker, he just sitting on the chair next to my door, 2 bottles in hand, like he just fucking killed somebody, just staring down.
Imagine Ed from the Good Burger wearing a red shirt and like some cargo shorts, chilling out, sitting on like that Spider-Man Green Goblin looking chair, holding these bottles, just like the worst decision of his life.
Not even the way the cops already left. This motherfucker, what am I gonna do, man? I'm gonna have to kill somebody, go to Cuba, man. Fuck, man, shit. And so I come inside and I look at him, bro. I'm just standing over him. I'm like, nigga, you were about to die for them fucking bottles, weren't you? And we just started laughing, bro. I was like, nigga, the cops
left and everything.
Like,
he stayed there contemplating so long. The cops left.
And so he and his homeboy were there, and I was just dying. I was like, fuck it, man. You earned it. You can stay. I don't give a fuck. Just chill. You know the rules. And so, what happened after that? Walk away. We're chilling. The party really, at that point, got really popping. Because then it was more people that stayed. So we had a lot of motherfuckers I did know. And a lot of motherfuckers I didn't know, including like women and shit. They all ended up staying. And so the party got really popping. We were like 40, 50 deep at that point. And so the music's loud again.
The cops came back around, though.
They were just patrolling. Okay. And so the music bumping again. Everything's feeling good. And that was really,
right after like the cops came and left, right?
Yeah.
A little bit after the cops left, I think you were there. I can't remember. But right after the cops left, these 2 dudes came back in.
Yeah.
These 2 Mexican guys came back in and they went, "Hey man, I left. I came back for my bottle. Anybody see my bottle?"
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "What kind of bottle was it, man?" And the other thing you didn't mention is some people took off with bottles. Well, hold up. Before I get there,
man. I'm gonna get heated. Go
ahead.
Yeah,
we'll get into that. Some people left and stole bottles, like on the way out, right? So, but these guys came in and went like, "Hey, I'm looking for my bottle. It was this kind of liquor. It was like a cream color." And everybody's like, "Nah, man, I don't know where it is." And Ethan was like, "Yeah, man, people were just taking shit, man."
Yeah,
so,
I missed out a whole bunch of shit.
So the guys went out there, looked around, and Ethan was like, "Yeah, man, I'm sorry. They probably just fucking took it." And then Zaragoza.
Oh yeah.
Zaragoza was like, "Yeah, man, a lot of guys just fucking came in and like assholes, man. They just stole shit and they fucking left." And they're like, "Sure, man, it was like this big. It was like this is what it was." And Zaragoza's like, "Yeah, man, I guess they fucking took it, man." And the guys went, "Fuck. Whatever." And the other one was like, "Don't worry about it, man. We'll just go make another liquor run. We'll just fucking go right now. And they're like, "Fine, yeah, let's go." So they left, right? As soon as they closed the door, Zaragoza unzips his jacket and he pulls out the bottles that they were looking for, and he went,
"He's the man."
He was like, "Man, I don't know why they came back for these $6 bottles."
Yeah, he's fucking $9 bottles. Zaragoza's the fucking man for that, dude.
He's like, "Man, stupid asses."
Take my shit, I take your shit.
Yeah, no, it's like, damn.
I'm getting into that as a matter of fact.
Okay.
I have a philosophy, man. You gotta add value into whatever environment you go into.
Yeah.
I don't care what the fuck it is.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be doing the podcast with you. You wouldn't be doing the podcast with me if neither of us didn't bring something to the table. You gotta bring something to the table. The podcast.
Exactly. And this is when you're going into business, into a relationship with your family, with your friends. You gotta learn to bring value into whatever you're doing.
Nobody goes to the draft and goes like, "Oh, we're gonna get this guy. What does he do? Nothing."
Exactly.
Like everyone's like, "We're gonna get this guy because he has the best numbers. He's great at this." You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can even simple it down to
Same
a
thing
fucking
with colleges or anything.
We can simple it down to a fucking house party. If you show up to a fucking house party that you don't know the owner of, at least either bring some bitches or bring some bottles. If you show up with a bunch of niggers, if you show up with a bunch, I'm a little tipsy. If you show up with a bunch of niggas,
can say that,
and I know, right? And bring nothing, then fuck you just off the rip, okay?
Yeah.
Off the rip. It's bad enough to be that kind of person, but when the shit gets rated, and we're vulnerable, for you to decide you're gonna take away when you contributed nothing, you can suck my dick, man. Motherfuckers were stealing bottles.
Yep. I
spent $150 on liquor. Out of all this whole thing was out of my pocket. I just wanted motherfuckers to come in and have a good time. Motherfuckers stole $150 worth of bottles.
Yeah, bro. If y'all aren't of age yet,
Isaac,
like if y'all aren't of age yet, or y'all haven't like had to buy like not just like beer and shit, but like liquor and like tequila and stuff
big
for
ass
shots
bottles
and vodka and everything. Like when I turned 21, I was at like a party, or not a party. I was at like a beach house with some of my friends over in Corpus. That weekend, me myself spent like $350 on alcohol, just me.
Yeah.
And other people bought alcohol and shit.
But you live and learn. Motherfuckers are trifling. Isaac had to stop a bitch because at that table when you first walk in, it was lit up red. It looked real nice. They had some Kool-Aid or trash can punch, and then right next to it was a whole stack of Jello shots my sister made.
Yeah, I never had.
Shout out to my sister. They were amazing. Isaac had to stop a bitch and kick her out because when we're getting raided, this bitch, nasty, dirty motherfucker. She's grabbing handfuls of Jello shots and stuffing them up her skirt. We don't know where the fuck they're going. Exactly. But she was hoarding it, baby.
Oh my god, that snatch was just opening up and going, thanks.
Exactly. Motherfuckers just coming in and sucking out value.
Why are you doing that? I'm going to check that.
You got it, bro. And then, shout out to my boy Ethan. He almost had to smack a motherfucker down, dude.
Man, you and all these hard R's tonight.
He had to come and slap him. He almost had to slap somebody down, dude. Party gets raided. Somebody unhooks my...
You even drank any of that yet?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I just haven't seen you drink.
I drink a lot more than you, homie.
Have you? To be fair, I got a bigger glass.
No,
I got a wider glass than you do.
Cut it out, man.
I do.
I
do, though.
All right, listen.
Fine, you ready? Let's go.
So,
I'm going to race you.
So, my dad's tablet is DJing the fucking party. Ethan sees some guy unhook the tablet when the lights come off because we're getting raided. And Ethan goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" Ethan's big ass. And so he snatches the tablet from dude and kicks the motherfucker out. And Ethan's telling me what happened, and I can't thank him enough, man. I just saw him today. I had to shake his hand again, bro. That was some crazy shit. But that just made me realize, dude, motherfuckers are trifling. So
especially when like they didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? That's like, for me anyway. I mean, I know like you saying you were trying to be loose, have a great time, you know, not kind of be too militant about it, you know, if you will. But there is definitely a point where you kind of have to take into account that when you have a party so just open to anyone and alcohol is involved, one, like you found out, anyone is going to show up. And two, you don't know shit about these people.
You're right.
You know? And because people were just, I mean, as much as and I'm just going to say it like this because this is my opinion on it, but like the guys who stole bottles, right, and just walked out. The guy, obviously, the guy who tried to take the iPad, the girl who was placing shit up her skirt and all that, those are things that were bought or made for the party. So, like, to make it so simple is that those people were stealing. Mm-hmm. Like, stealing. To me, that's the same as going into Walmart.
No, they're fucking stealing.
Stealing something. Like, how fucking garbage are you as a person?
Garbage-ass person.
You're a trash-ass person. Like,
seriously.
Like, go play in traffic or some shit.
Exactly.
Like we don't need those kind of people.
Take a long walk off a short bridge, my friend.
And it's not an excuse to go like, oh, I was drinking or I was smoking or whatever. When you drink, or when you smoke, your inhibitions go away.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, you probably become more of your actual self than you are.
Your true colors come out.
Exactly. So when you're like stealing shit or being like that, that's you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you had to get drunk to find out that you're a piece of shit. Garbage, no life, nothing.
Exactly.
Then I'm sorry, that's
fucking
when you found out.
Loser ass dweebs, man. I'm telling you. But that was of course a small percentage. Like a lot of the motherfuckers that showed up were cool, man.
No,
we
a
had
lot
a
of
good
people
time,
were cool. I'm
dude.
saying the select few who were like that, just like, oh my god.
And actually,
like,
we're supposed to have guys show up to
I would have dropped the bottle in their backpack as they left, and been like, "Hey, that guy's not 21." Okay.
I know,
Watch
right?
the cops tackle him.
No, but we were supposed to have guys police the party. That fell through, so we kind of lost control. But my thing was, it's all things. I expected to lose all those bottles via people either like maybe somebody dropped one or some shit, or people just fucking drank them.
Yeah.
So
Like as intended.
There was a level of detachment, and so even them stealing it, I don't give a fuck about because I don't even drink like that. But I'm just saying, if that's what that's how you react in that kind of situation, is to just consume in whatever fucking environment you're in.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck you, man.
All that tells me, if like I'm around any of those people and the zombie apocalypse is happening, like I'm going to those types of people's homes and I'm just gonna kill them before the zombie apocalypse takes place.
You have to,
because then they're not gonna fuck somebody over later.
You have
like,
to. It's in their DNA. It's in their fucking character.
Yeah.
And so so that happened. Everything's good. Fuck the alcohol. Fuck the booze. Thank God for Ethan. Got my dad's tablet back. If I would have saw that motherfucker trying to take my dad's tablet, I have this philosophy. Like, you fuck with me, you fuck with my shit, I'll let it go.
I'm so upset I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'll let it go. Dude, I'm glad I didn't see it.
It would have given me something to do, or at least something to bitch about.
If I saw that motherfucker take my dad's tablet and try to put that shit, tuck it away, I probably would have fucking clocked him. I was already going off the motherfucking gin and juice. I probably would have clocked him, bro.
But thank God, thank God you weren't there.
I know,
because that would have been the last thing.
That'd have been so bad.
Yeah, because that would have been you would have been arrested. Then people would have been getting arrested.
I would have punched his ass in the face. My brother would have jumped in. Fucking Ethan would have jumped in.
And then whoever he was there with would have jumped in against you, or whoever else was.
It would have been a fucking Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
mind you, everybody that showed up random, they were like at the most 5 people deep. The whole fucking house, I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whoever tried to take that shit, they were not gonna win. What were they thinking, man?
Yeah.
How you gonna take the fucking device that's DJing the whole party? The reason we knew it happened because he unhooks the fucking cord.
And you hear boom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so Ethan looks like, "What the fuck you doing?" So anyway, enough of that shit. And so everything settled down. The party throws itself pretty much. It ends at like 4:30 in the morning. My girl Matea, shout out to you, Matea. She comes over. She helps me fucking clean up. She brings me a bottle. That's some real ass shit. And so it's whatever. It's all good. My boy Johan and JC got so fucked up, man. Look at this video.
You got video? Oh shit.
Look at this video. This goes nowhere though. This goes nowhere.
It's a satirical video that actually doesn't exist.
Yeah, I made a little like if this were a video, I made a little storyboard of how it would go down.
Oh, I got you.
Oh my god, and we all got tasered, bro. I got tasered.
What?
I got fucking tasered, dude.
Like willingly, someone tased you.
Yeah, man.
Like with like a. Hold up.
Put it up so the speaker can hear it.
Is that you?
Yeah, I'm yelling behind the camera. Palma brought a taser.
Oh my god.
So we're all... That's what happens when you party with your white friends.
Does he tase in this video?
He does.
Okay, so I'll recap this as I'm watching it.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna recap it as I'm watching it, so I can, since you've already seen it, obviously.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
I think you left at this point.
Right now, is Ethan getting tased?
Ethan's getting tased. Okay. Then Devin gets tased next, and then I get tased last.
Okay, so Eman in this video, there's a bunch of folks from the party. Everyone's chilling out. I can see this chick's little fat belly popping out of her shirt. Anyway. So, oh shit, oh god, sorry, I almost closed it.
Let me see.
Did I close it or?
Yeah, I got it.
I got it. Okay, so right now I'm watching this. Ethan's kind of like posting up, getting ready. Palma has the taser. Eman, you're so hyper.
Dude.
Okay. Oh man. Dang! So Ethan gets tased the first 2 times.
Dude, it burns.
He tried to like not move. Devin got tased. Dang. Oh god. Hey, I'm not calling you a bitch, but Ethan took it better than both y'all combined.
He fucking did.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ethan got shocked the first time, and kind of like backed up, like, oh god, that hurt. But then like the next time he just sat there and went like, do it,
fucking do it.
Damn.
Then look at this one. Look at this one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we got tased and shit, and it was just wild, man. And this is like when the party was wrapping up. They had totally clocked out. That's how JC slept.
Oh god. God damn.
Face down, ass up.
Who?
And
Wait,
so-
JC?
JC, yeah, he was in
hell's
theater.
JC?
White guy.
Oh, the big ass tall white guy?
No. This is in our bathroom upstairs. Johan, I love you. This is not going anywhere, but he's the only one to see this, dog. I swear to God.
I mean, I'll do the audio.
No, get the fuck.
Oh, damn it. I hope it caught the audio. I can't see it one more time. I can't see it one more
No,
time.
man, that's it. I'll tell you when we're done. But that happened,
so Johan
man.
just like looking at the camera like, yo, that's embarrassing. Turn that
So
off.
that happened, dude. My dad. So it's about 5 in the morning.
Yo.
I'm sitting on the stairs. The party wrapped up. Everybody pretty much left except for my homies. They all had some girls that stayed with them. And so I'm sitting on the stairs.
I was long gone at this point, by the way.
I was long gone.
I left at like 1:30.
Yeah, it's like 5. I'm sitting on the stairs. Friend Matea, she's sitting on my lap. Just friends. It's all good. They, my boy Isaac, Palma, and Shrek, Zaragos, who stole the bottle. They all stayed. They had some females stay with them. And so we're chilling, dude. House is destroyed. House is fucking destroyed. My dad walks in because he works 2 jobs. He has to wake up from he has to get off of his other job. He comes home, I guess, and then he's checking on the house before he goes back to work at 6. And so he walks in,
Man,
dude.
your dad's fucking hustling, bro.
Hustler. He's been like this since forever, dude. Salute to that guy, man. Hustling.
Salute to that guy.
He got a hotel that night. He got a hotel. I fucking love that dude so much, man.
Was it at least a nice hotel? Did you pay for his hotel?
No.
What a bitch.
But I'm gonna treat him.
It's his birthday on Sunday.
Yeah, man. I'm treating him.
Or birthday
tomorrow.
Monday.
Tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you said his birthday was on Monday and you were
Tomorrow we're
celebrating
it Sunday.
Oh, okay. Celebrating it.
Celebrating it. And so he walks in, bro. He says he opens the door, takes the first step in on the tile.
Man, like walking into a Regal movie theater.
Exactly. So the whole time I'm from the party, he's telling me, "Hey, man, I don't want this shit getting too out of hand. All right." I was like, "Yeah, Dad, it's all good. We got it, man. I don't want my shit destroyed." And so he walks in. The floor is sticky as fuck. Looks up, just a mountain of red Solo cups, beer glasses, liquor bottles, spilled shit everywhere. Carpet's all stained up. Furniture like moved around and shit, like adjusted a little bit. Shit's off. Mm-hmm. And so he walks up, walks past the stairs, sees me, my friends, all these females on the stairs. It's some gangster shit, dog. And then he looks at me. I look at him. I can't even realize like the severity of the situation, how mad he is.
Yeah.
So I go, "Oh, hi, Dad." All tipsy and shit. "Oh, hi, Dad." And then he just looks at me.
You sound like an early 2000s guy. "Oh, hi, Dad."
I know. He looks at me, gives me the stare of the devil, shakes his head, continues to fucking walk. I said, "Damn. Well, what can you do?" So he goes inside. He's looking at the house. He's like, "Fuck." And so my girl Matea, shout out to you. She stayed, and she helped me clean up the whole fucking downstairs. So my dad got back the next morning. It's like, except for the sticky ass floor, which we didn't mop, except for that, it was like nothing had ever happened. It was good. So he was fine. And so he goes upstairs. He comes back from work. It's like 8 in the morning. Comes back from work. I'm in bed. He comes back from work. I'm in bed with Matea. Fucking, it sounds like something happened. We just fucking slept in the same bed. It's all good. He walks past the fucking bathroom. He thinks everyone left. He sees JC's ass poking up in the air, and Johan fucking collapsed next to the toilet. I made sure they were fine. They had water and shit, so they're just surrounded by water.
By the face.
They're surrounded by water and bread. They're trying to eat to sober up, and he's like, "What the fuck?" So he wakes up Johan. Johan wakes up. He's like doing that weird Johan Twitch shit. He was, and then he just kept apologizing to my dad. He's like, "Sir, when I sober up, I'm gonna clean everything up. I swear. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And then JC, he was so fucked up. You saw the way he slept.
Yeah.
JC slept in doggy position, doggy style, like. And so my dad wakes him up, and JC wouldn't want to get up. And my dad was like, "Hey man, look, if you don't get up, I'm gonna let my dog in. He's gonna piss on you. We don't have a dog." So JC gets up and he walks them downstairs.
Fucking gangsters.
I know. He walks them downstairs and they're sleeping. And I wake up, dude, sore as shit. My throat, I'm talking like this. It was so bad. So Mateo leaves, come back inside, and like I said, we cleaned everything up, so everything was good. My dad was chilling. None of his shit was touched. Everything was fine. And so we're laughing about what happened. It was a good time. JC and Johan still sleeping on my couch. It's like 10 at this point, 10 in the morning. And I walked JC and Johan outside because they're super late for work. And I'm chilling. I'm talking to my mom on the phone. And then my dad comes outside. And in this theoretical situation, he had bags in his hand, right? Little baggies. And he's like, Eman, the fuck is this shit?
Like that. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
No, that's not my fucking dad talk.
No, but like I'm trying to see like the energy level. Like was he like pissed about it, or was he like, what the fuck is this?
When he gets pissed, he goes down. He doesn't get out like this. He gets like this. It's like, Eman, the fuck is this? It was fucking theoretical cocaine. It was like they were doing some hard drugs in my downstairs bathroom. Oh wow! I'm not surprised. I knew it was gonna happen, but I don't know, man. I thought we'd find it when we were cleaning up.
Theoretically, how'd you get rid of it? Toilet?
I forgot, he got rid of it. I don't know what he did, but
he just went, I'll get rid of it.
It was just leftover cocaine. It wasn't a lot. And so we left, we straightened everything up, made sure that all the hard drugs that we found out of the house, didn't find that much, but the few we did, it was like, whoa. And that was it. We fucking rolled off into the sunset. I thank you all so much for coming. That wasn't the last party that I'll be having, but it was the last party of that scale. So if you missed it, I'm sorry. I got motherfuckers hitting me up to this day that I don't even know, saying it was the best party they had ever been to, man. It was such a beautiful experience, dude. Such a beautiful experience.
It was great. I know I wasn't there for the whole thing, but
yeah, I actually cried when they were singing Happy Birthday to me. God damn. Yeah, I fucking cried. It was a beautiful moment, dude.
Well, you know what, Eman?
What's up, bro?
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. You had fun and shit.
Yeah, man. I'm done talking about it.
You know what we should fucking do, though?
What's up, bro?
Go rent a beach house and get drunk as shit.
Just me and you?
I mean, we can invite some people or whatever. But I did that for Corpus.
Yeah.
It was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Mainly because, like the accountability there, like, when you do something like that, one, when everyone's of age, like, one, it's a lot easier. And then it's more fun. And
man,
two,
you better drink that shit, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
already done.
Two, you don't have to worry about like cops or anything, or you don't have to worry about fucking up your own house or whatever.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, it's a little sense of freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so there's definitely like, I think you would enjoy getting like drunk like someplace else, or like partying someplace else, because then you don't have the responsibility of, oh man, this is my house, or oh man, this is my shit or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst damage we got the whole night. My dining room table had a little bit of water damage on it from the beer pong. Goddamn. But it was really the worst damage was a broken picture frame that fell off the wall. Mm-hmm. Somebody was getting twerked on the wall, and they backed up, and the picture frame just fell. That was it. It was good. But that's it. I'm fucking done talking about it. It was a good time. It's in the past now. It's on to the future. My boy Palma, Isaac, and I, we're gonna form a party group. We're gonna throw parties. So there's gonna be another party in the summer for my sister and my boy Ronnie. And that's it. We're going to actually rent properties and throw parties, man, and just charge.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could have made a lot of money that night, dude.
Badass, man. What would you charge?
$5 a head to get in.
$5 a head?
Yeah. Women free.
I would say 5, or you bring a bottle or something.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's how it goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that was it.
Sounds badass, man.
It was a good time.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
I'm glad you came.
Oh, thanks, man. I know I didn't stay for a long
out of his element. But he showed up, man. He showed up. Now he wants to go to another one.
Man, no shit. To kind of go back to my perspective a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So this party, let me just paint the picture, right? People are inside, right? Music's going off. Everyone's dancing, having fun, playing beer pong, taking shots, chilling and shit, right? Well, not chilling, but I guess you would call it hype, as one
Lit.
would. Lit, there you go. But everyone was, enjoying the party, doing the party thing, right?
Yeah.
And at one point, Eman steps outside into his backyard. Everyone is enjoying the party, music going off, everyone's dancing, everyone's doing shots, beer pong, like I said, everything. And then I walk up to Eman, I'm like, yo, Eman, where's your firewood? And Eman goes, it's right there by the garden. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So I go and I put some fire in the pit, in your pit, and then I got the fire starter, and I'm just soaking it and everything so it catches fire. And I just had a beer and I'm just sitting by the fire.
Yeah, I saw you over there doing that.
By myself.
That's your fault. Why'd you do that, man?
Because I was having more fun there. I mean,
okay,
not that I was having more fun there, but I was more in my element there.
That's what I'm saying. So the way it was set up.
I was enjoying a nice beer. I was sitting there, and then Johan came over. We talked for a little bit. Some other people came over. I talked with them for a little bit.
Beautiful,
nice.
Man. That's how I had it set up.
Weed like 3 different times.
So did I.
It was pretty great.
No cocaine though, right? You didn't get offered.
I didn't get offered cocaine. I got told that I was 40 twice or 3 times. 3 times. I had one guy, one of the ones who offered me something. I was outside, and he goes like, "Yo, man, how old are you?" And I'm like, I'm 21. He goes, "Dude, on some real shit though, I thought your ass was like fucking 40." And I was like, fucking thanks, I guess. And then when I was standing in line for the restroom, this girl goes, "How old are you?" And I was like, 21. They're like, "You look like you're 40." And I was like, fucking hate you.
God,
so,
dude. That's hilarious. But the way I had it set up, so I had it set up with outside, I had a big fireplace going. People can go outside, smoke weed, do their thing, socialize, just to get out of the mix of the party. Inside of my living room, when you immediately walk in, living room, had my dad's speakers in there, big ass tower speakers, booming,
that was dance floor.
Boom. That was the dance floor.
Yo.
So people who are like extroverted, like myself, when it comes to parties, who want to dance, get grinded on a little bit, throw some ass, you go in there. Then off to that room, off to the side of that room, there was beer pong. And mind you, my house is like an open concept, so there's no wall separating. So over there, you have beer pong. People coming over there playing beer pong, just chilling, man, shooting the shit. Then in my kitchen, you had that's where all the drinks were. A lot of drinks in the kitchen. Mind you, I had spent a lot of money on drinks. And the whole downstairs was just this lit up, dim red. And it was just fucking amazing. Yeah. Dude. We did that shit to the max. And that was it, dude. That was it. Yeah, man. An amazing time, dude. I'm so happy you showed up, man.
It was great, man. It was definitely fun. I'm glad I got to experience it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really want to go to another one where like me and you
could just hang out and not have to...
just go to do something, or with group people, whatever. Just because it's different because like let me put it this way. Going to a party and like a party thing is not my scene.
Right.
Like I don't know what the etiquette is, what the fuck you're supposed to do, or how to, I'm kind of one of those folks who, because it's not my element, I need like a push. You know what I mean? So and like you and some other folks were helping me out with that, but I definitely feel like I'd have a better time if like me and you could kind of party together a little bit. Absolutely. Yeah, because at this one, like we were talking about, you were very much.
Club? Let's go to a nightclub.
To a nightclub?
Yeah.
I can do that.
We'll do that, man.
Yeah. So I was thinking like that Dungeons and Dragons club. I was thinking the YMCA. I'm kidding. Because like at this party you were very much the how do you say it? You were entertaining everyone. Yeah. So like people were walking in, you had to be the one that's like, "Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Eman," whatever. Just like you and Little Flex, what y'all were doing.
Yeah, me and Little Flex.
Little Flex.
Good dudes. I talk shit like because they're like bloods coming into my house, not saying shit. Man, I introduced myself. They're all good dudes, man. Lil Flex, Lil Dookie Stain, Lil Nickel,
and Penny.
All good dudes, man. All good
Lil
dudes.
Flex, what'd you call it?
Lil Flex, Lil Dookie Juice.
Dookie Juice, they got Lil Flex, Lil Dookie Juice, Lil Nickel, and Penny.
Yeah, and Penny. They were all a good time, man. Like people like that showed up.
Shot now. Okay.
I know, but they were cool dudes, man. It was a lot of fun, man.
Someone's watching this going, "Yo, Flex, you hear this shit? You hear this shit?
We finna ride out, nickel." But yeah, man. If I think get any other stories, I'll tell them. But damn, dude, it's not over, man. It's not over. We're doing
I'm glad, man. I'm glad it was fun. I'm glad we could recap it and everything.
Yeah, that
was like the whole podcast worth of recap.
What time is it, dude?
We've been podcasting for like over an hour.
Have we?
Yeah, bro.
It was a lot to talk about.
Yeah, man.
A lot to talk about.
No, but it was definitely a good time. It was cool. I'm glad that
came.
And I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I'm glad that we're getting real sappy about it because we're drinking. Okay.
I know you're not even drunk. You're still sitting there.
I'm
off
sipping
that shit
it
right
because
now, dude.
I have to drive.
You're
That's like my only thing,
bro. Come on.
I guess, bro.
There's gonna be no traffic when you leave anyway.
I'm super
off it,
dude.
Off it.
I'm like,
off it,
bro.
I offed mine, dude.
Okay, yeah. Look, but I'm not into this whole peer pressure shit.
No, but
you know what I mean.
It's too bad.
Okay, cool. Tell me, I don't have to off it.
Dude, you don't have to off it. In fact, you shouldn't. I suggest you don't. No, please, dude. Think about your liver. No. Oh my God, this is terrible. Well, what's done is done. What's done is done. How messed up did you get at the party?
Not very.
Yeah.
I took a few.
You just got loose, huh? Just got a little loosey goosey.
Oh yeah, I definitely took a few shots, and I had like I took a few shots and I only had like 2 beers and a Not Your Father's.
Yeah.
So that was, it was fine.
I'm about to get lit up right now, my friend.
God damn. Yeah, but no, but actually when we first walked in, you poured shots for everybody.
Yeah.
And then y'all were trying to get this girl to take a shot who was like, I don't like the way it tastes. I don't want to take a shot.
Yeah. Alex,
you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
So, like, I'm there, and y'all are doing that, and y'all turn around, and you're like, you ready? And I already taken my shot, and Eman was like, oh, you didn't even get a shot, Alex? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
you thought that, like, I poured it out, or I just got a empty cup. I was like, and then I think it was like, Debbie's like, no, man, this guy drank it while y'all were sitting there arguing.
then I got mad at you for that. I was like, you drank the shot?
You savage. Got mad at me?
Like, leave your alcoholism at home.
Drink it early.
But that was that, dude. That was that. Yeah, so like I said, thank you for coming out. Thank all of you for coming out. It's going to be the last party of that scale. But since I know everyone that fucking watches the podcast, next party, all you motherfuckers are invited. It's going to be even bigger. It's going to be a great time.
Except
We're
Dante.
Not getting rated.
Dante's not invited.
Dante's not invited. Dante, you're invited.
Dante's not invited.
Dante, you're invited.
Mainly just because I know he watches it.
I know.
Our loyal listeners, Johan and Dante.
So whatever month the next party is, you guys are invited.
I had someone else. Who the fuck was it? I walked into the party and I had like 2 or 3 people go like, hey, you're Alex, right? You do the podcast with Eman? Like, they knew me from that. Like, I didn't know them, but I had like 2 or 3 different people go, hey, you're Alex. You do the podcast with Eman. I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it caught me so off guard. I was like, that's weird. Like,
that's crazy, man.
I mean, like, it's not like that. I mean, like, I don't mean to kind of make it in the same vein as like, oh, notoriety or whatever. But it was just very weird to walk up and see people who I don't know, but obviously they have some kind of preconceived notion about me because of how my interactions are with you on the podcast. Yeah. And I thought that was really neat because I know not a whole lot of people watch it as of right now.
And that's crazy, man.
But it is super cool that there were definitely people that were like, oh, yeah, you do the podcast with Eman. I'm like, yeah.
It is cool, but I find it, I mean, a lot of people would find it weird, but I find it even more fascinating that they knew you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bless you.
You didn't know them, but they knew you.
Yeah.
With the level that they knew you, we have hours of content.
That's true, bro.
Our life, man.
That's true. I was thinking about that because
so they know you on a very deep level, and you don't even know their fucking name.
Yeah, man. You know what? And I have let me put it this way before I get there. I have this problem, and you've been with me. I think it's happened forever. A lot of folks that I went to school with, like elementary school, middle school, high school, whatever, they'll see me out in public and they're like, "Hey, Alex." I'm like, "Hey, man," and they're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing great, doing good. How are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, sweet, doing good, just working." I'm like, "That's great, man. Catch you later." And then we leave, and like Serena or my mom or whoever I'm with will be like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "I have no fucking idea." Like, one, I just already have a bad memory. And 2, there are definitely people who, like, I knew as acquaintances in high school or knew, like, in a passing by manner that will come up to me and say hi or that will, you know, talk with me. And I'm always just like, I don't know who you are. I won't tell them that. Yeah. But it's like, it just happened to me at HEB, like, yesterday. This kid was bagging our groceries, and I was there with my mom, bagging the groceries. And then he goes, "Oh, hey, Alex." I'm like, "Oh, hey, man." And he goes, "How you been?" And I'm like, "Oh, good. Doing good. How are you?" And he's like, "Oh, great." And I walk away, and I was like, I have no idea who that was. Wow. Like, that happens to me all the time. So it was different. It was kind of neat to like Ethan. Before I met Ethan, he had listened to the podcast. Yeah. So he knew something about me, or at least he had this perception. Yeah, this of me. Notion. Yeah, and I thought that was pretty neat. That, like you said, we have hours of content. We're just kind of not rambling, but we're talking about ourselves. Yeah. We're talking about what we think, how we feel about certain things, and it was just interesting to me to kind of realize, like, oh, this person is meeting me, so it kind of takes away that mask, like, of making a first impression on someone, because you've already made your first impression at like 2 a.m. when they were on their phone watching it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think that's really interesting to kind of think about, like, how you don't have that opportunity to make a first impression or put your best foot forward. Absolutely, because maybe they listened to an episode where we're talking about gun control, and they totally agreed with me, and they're like, I like Alex. So they meet me, and they already kind of like me. Or they listen to an episode where I'm off on some dumb shit about talking trash about Cardi B and how I think she's trash. And they're like, I fucking hate Alex. I don't like him. So they're going to meet me, and they're going to have that already perception of who I am. That's how it goes, man. Based off that. And I think that's super interesting. But go ahead.
Doing this, man, made me realize that no matter what kind of energy you bring, you could fucking say anything, and people are going to like you and not judge you at all just because of your pure honesty. Or to Hitler. Hitler's a prime example, dude. and you'll find out
I
why.
love Hitler.
I talk about what I talk about in the podcast. Like, this is probably the most probably not the most personal, but the most embarrassing shit that I've shared.
Yeah.
When I
we should drink more often on the podcast.
This is beautiful. I'm loving it, man.
I dig
I'm
it.
loving
It's
it.
nice.
Once a week, it's not gonna
nice
kill our
and loose.
liver.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't
Once a
drink that
week,
often.
we'll be straight.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
you know.
It's not like my mom had kidney and liver disease or anything.
That's how it goes. It runs in my family too.
Yeah, we're just gonna die earlier.
Drink a lot more water. You'll be straight.
Drink a lot more water.
Here for a good time, not a long
like
time.
some 1950s redneck shit.
I know.
You ain't gonna die from the liquor. You just gotta drink more water.
Drink more water. Stand in the sun and poke your nose 5 times. You'll be straight. Natural remedy. But it made me realize that, man, because
the cost of this show just went up astronomically. You
What?
gotta buy alcohol now.
Oh my god, I know.
So go ahead.
It was $12.
Yeah,
But so I mean, the most personal thing that I've shared on the podcast, not personal but embarrassing, is when I slept with that girl and got a fucking yeast infection, right? I was fighting a fungal infection for weeks.
We
Shit
should revisit
sucks.
that because that was such an early episode. I feel like not enough people got to appreciate that story.
Revisit it?
Yeah, I would love to revisit it.
What do you want to revisit, man?
Like, just go over the story again. Like, maybe your different perspective on it now in a future podcast. Because I feel like that was such an early podcast. The sound quality on that one, I think, was a little shitty. You know, that was before we had video and all that.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah, I definitely
Episode
want
5.
to revisit that.
Yeah.
To have a good, not the older one was a bad recording, but like
remastered, right?
yeah, like a remastered version. Because now, like, we kind of know what we're doing more and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but go ahead.
But
And because now we have more of a steady audience, I feel.
yeah.
And I feel like something like that would definitely be something people want to hear about.
Yeah.
In a newer, because also there's also a stigma of going back and watching old stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't know if you've ever done that you found someone on YouTube or listened to a podcast. Let me put it this way. If you ever listen to a podcast, you start from that episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll go back like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
But you
no one's going to see it.
Yeah, but you're not going to, like, if you weren't there for episode 20 of a podcast, you're not going to come in on episode 40 and go, oh, I'm going to listen to all 39 other episodes.
Yeah.
No, you're just going to be like, oh, I like these personalities. I'll start from here.
Mm-hmm.
Just like me. When I started listening to Brilliant Idiots, I didn't go, oh, I need to listen to every single episode
There's no need
before.
to go backwards.
Yeah, exactly. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, man, like, even, like, I have girls still hit me up and, like, want to date and shit, even after they've heard, I know for a fact they've heard the story about where I had a yeast infection and had a fungal infection, and, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I said the
That's
shit.
how you know they're keepers, bro.
But I know it's a level of pure honesty that I speak it with that they don't see it as fucking weird. Because if you haven't noticed, there is no fucking shame in my game. This is how I present myself. Take it or fucking leave it. Yeah. And that's the philosophy I carry with me in life.
I mean,
which is why I don't mind being
both
such
of us
an
are
open,
very open. I think you are definitely a little more open than I am.
Yeah.
Because I definitely think that there's something, not that I have inhibitions about sharing, but there are definitely some things where I'm like, oh, I can't tell this story or I can't really talk about this. One, because I'm not the only person involved in that story, and I don't want to impede other people's privacy.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that sometimes, like, I always had this thing where I'm like, oh, I do the stuff with the champions and all that.
You got a reputation to uphold.
Yeah,
right?
I got not a reputation, but I have to kind of be clean to a certain extent. But I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, if people enjoy this and my honesty makes it a better product, then I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't really hold anything back.
Yeah.
But like, but I'm also. Like, I don't go out of my way.
There's a level of reservation. You're a little
reserved. There's a level of reservation.
Which is probably a smarter approach, but fuck it.
Yeah.
I got nothing to lose.
I mean, you're you. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
No, but, yeah, man. So, I mean, I just always appreciated people who could be an open book.
Yeah.
Who are not embarrassed of
or who are just honest about it.
Who are honest.
I mean, if you listen to the first few episodes of Break Time, there are definitely parts where I even vocally said, I was like, man, I'm going to get, like, shit on for my opinion on gun control or whatever. But, like, now I'm at the point where I'm like, if you don't agree with me, fuck it. Like, who cares? Like, you either agree with me or you don't agree with me, and that's totally fine. Yeah. I love having conversations where it can be like, we don't agree, but I can see where you're coming from, and hopefully you can see where I'm coming from, so we can just agree to disagree and have a conversation. It doesn't need to turn into an argument. It doesn't need to turn into name calling. It's just a conversation.
Right.
And for me, that's the best part about doing the podcast is it's always a conversation.
It's beautiful, man. If you can appreciate people who have differing opinions, you just can't appreciate the level of intellect that human beings have developed over the millions of years we've been here, man. Like we're the most complex beings on Earth, right? Like next to dolphins, but in our own way, we are the most complex, neurologically developed beings on the planet, man. And so we each have our own fucking different experiences, different people we've grown up with, different ethnic backgrounds, different just lives, right? And people's opinions on shit and their views and their ideologies, it's the culmination of the shit that they experienced. And so you have this very complex being living this very complex life, and then you have another one living a very complex life and this very complex being that's different from you, and then you come together, and it's fucking amazing because like you see this developed human being who has an altered perspective of yours, and you get to pick apart the elements of things that make them that complex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's also just interesting to further the conversation, go like, well, why do you think differently?
Exactly.
Why are you complex in a different way than I am?
Exactly.
You know, so like, you know, one person could be, like, for example, like, you're just as complex as the trash, no good shit person who tried to steal alcohol from your party.
Yeah.
But it might be interesting to talk with them and kind of figure out, like, why are you like that? Like, was it the situation that you grew up in? Was it this? Was it that? You know,
we're all complex beings. Everyone has a different perspective to share.
Yeah.
And there's something that can be learned from everybody.
Yeah. To go off that a little bit, that's really why I like the platform of podcasts.
Fuck yeah.
Because it's like really, like, I love conversation. I love talking to people. But you know, I love talking to people that I want to talk to. I mean, we had this conversation.
Yeah.
There's some people
everyone's like that.
Don't want to fucking talk to.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, but I think I do it to an unhealthy extent.
But you'll make it known that you don't want to talk to them. I've noticed that about you.
Yeah, I will. Like, remember when I first met Devin? I'm glad I made it a little better at the party.
Thank
or at
God.
least, like, we just kind of hung out. And
that was some bullshit. I got a little mad at that, dude.
Whatever, man.
I know.
I tell Devin. I'm not... I wasn't going to be reserved.
Okay, go
anyway,
ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, for a little background, I met Eman's friend Devin at Best Buy, and I remembered him from Brennan because he went to school with us. And I made a face, and Eman went like, "Why are you making that face?" So I couldn't like hide the face, or I couldn't like pivot of me making that face. And I was like, "Fuck, Eman's gonna call me out on it. I'll just be honest and not lie." And I was just like, "Yeah, so like Devin, I'm pretty sure you're one of those dudes who like did something stupid in the hallway, and you pissed me off, so I didn't like you. And we're in school." And he went like, "All right, sounds good." And he walked away.
First time ever meeting Devin.
Yeah, first I hadn't even spoken 3 words to Devin, or he hadn't even spoken 3 words to me yet.
Yeah.
Eman, this is my friend Devin. Why are you making that face, Alex?
That's how it went.
Before I even heard Devin's voice, I just went like, "Devin, you pissed me off. I didn't like you."
And then Devin didn't like you. And that was it. But you guys
and
made
that
it
was
better
also
at the party,
Devin's last day at work.
Yeah, his last day. You guys made it better at the party though, right?
Yeah, we talked a little bit. I mean, like, I didn't go like, "Hey man, I'm sorry for what I said."
Right,
but we just like hung out. We chopped it up as one would say.
Awesome.
Cool,
yeah. Man. I'm glad you guys
anyway,
did
I was
that,
saying
man.
I love the thing about podcasting because love conversation, love talking to people, and a podcast is like a conversation that you kind of put in your pocket and take with you.
Yeah.
You can have at any point. I mean, really, you're listening to other people's conversations, but you can go like, "Oh, I agree with Alex," or "Oh, I agree with Eman," you know?
Yeah.
And even though you're not actively participating in the conversation, you can't change the flow of the conversation. You yourself actively participate in the way that you're going, "I agree," or "I disagree," or "I really like the ideas that they're expressing." Right. You know, I just find that interesting. That's why I listen to a shit tillion podcasts.
Honestly,
I love listening to podcasts.
Podcasts are sort of over for me at least. They sort of replaced the role of music in my life. I'll go to the gym, listen to podcast. On the drive home to work, I'll listen to podcasts. Yeah, well, me,
I'm a sales guy, so you know, I've mentioned
you're in the car listening to podcasts.
Yeah, I'm in the car a lot, so I listen to podcasts. I go through a bunch of podcasts.
Yeah,
but
it's sort of a level of physical involvement, dude. Like that's why I think people like who dance a lot, who are very expressive with their bodies, they like music with loud bass, like myself, like rap or EDM, because there's a level of involvement. You literally feel it, right? And with podcasting, for people who are very cognitive, who think a lot, there's a level of involvement because while you're listening, the gears are going and you're being mentally stimulated. And to me, no other platform aside from like classical music or jazz, if you study the shit, can do that for you like podcasting can. It's amazing, dude. There's a level of serious involvement. And
I think that's why I like listening to stand-up so much.
Yeah.
Because stand-up was like a doorway into listening to podcasts.
Absolutely, dude.
Because if you think about it, stand-up is just talking about life, but with punchlines.
Yeah. To me, I can take it back to like when I was 5 years old. My parents would throw parties here, and they'd have their crazy ass group of friends, and they'd all be piled in the backyard, just talking, drinking, smoking, and shit. And I'd be off to the side. I wouldn't be saying shit, but I'd be listening. Because to me, they're fucking adults. They've lived a lot of shit. They've experienced shit. They're just coming together to have a good time. And this is the culmination of all their lives. And they're coming together. And this is their ideas and shit.
It's like the Avengers happening.
Yeah. And I was not getting that from my group of friends. Because I'm fucking 5. They're 5. What do they got that I don't have? I got that shit from my parents. It was fucking amazing just to listen to to their life and their experiences of shit, man. That's really, to me. And I noticed like it wasn't like that for everybody. Like, some kids would enjoy sitting at the kids' table and chopping it up with kids their age.
I always hated that. I want to be at the adult table. I want to talk with the adults. I want to hear what the adults were talking about.
I've always been that way. My parents hated it.
I was that way,
They're like, be a fucking kid. Go hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was... So I guess, I don't know, podcasts just sort of fit my my need.
Yeah. And with that, I think this is a perfect place to wrap up this episode of Break Time. Man. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us, and hopefully it's like 11:30. Hopefully you too enjoyed a drink with us, like you had your own drink. You weren't physically here with us, but I hope you had a drink.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And you had a good time hanging out with us and listening to this episode of Break Time. Like I said, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope that you're enjoying all of our content that we're pushing out. We have been remaining consistent recently, so we've been putting out stuff when it's supposed to be put out. We've been on a schedule and stuff. And but guys, thank you very much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. And remember, you can follow us on our social media shit if you look at the shit below. And I need to start mentioning it at the beginning of the podcast.
All right.
Yeah, but I guess for next time we listen to a podcast, and I'll try to mention it before next time, every single podcast now, if you go down to the description, it has timestamps for each thing that we talk about. This one probably will just have one big timestamp that says Eman's party.
Right, honestly.
I don't know. I'll probably break it up. I'll figure it out. But guys, again, thank you very much. Eman, is there anything you want to say before we end out this episode of Break Time?
Nah, man, just thank you guys for listening. Obviously, like you said, we're on a schedule, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. I see we did have a spike in activity as far as like the channel goes, views, subscribers, like even our social media is blowing up a little bit. Thank you guys for watching it, man. We enjoy your feedback, but more is always merrier. So comment, leave comments, DM me.
Also comment on shit.
Yeah, man, please comment. Please comment. We gotta
just let us know what you like.
Right
now,
now,
what you don't like.
It feels like we're talking into a vacuum. Like we know people are listening,
and
but we're just talking.
Is Dante.
In Johan. Love you guys, but we need more
Johan
people.
don't comment on shit.
He comments in person.
Oh, in person.
I see him enough
where
he comments in person.
I want him to be a man and comment on the video.
Yeah, man. Comment on the fucking forum, man.
So,
but yeah, man. And like I said, this house we're gonna be throwing more parties a little bit. So, yeah, you guys are all invited. It's not gonna be that crazy again, but it's gonna be a good time.
Alrighty, guys. Well, again, thank you very much, and we will catch you next time on Break Time.
Yeah.